was awesome. That was awesome.
Dude, we're live.
All right, so here we are. So what's the big announcement? What are we so excited about? And we're come full circle. We're putting the band back together. So Nick Trevillian's big announcement, joining us here. You're hiding way back there.
Dude, I'm stoked.
Kevin, Fred, EK here, and Nick Trevillian is joining us here with our group here at eXp Realty. So Nick, how you feel, buddy? It's super exciting.
Oh my God, I feel like a kid again, man. So I actually joined Curtis when I was 19 years old, selling homes. He was my first mentor, changed my life. I would not be the man I am today without him. And today we get to actually join each other again and provide some value to the world, man. I'm super pumped.
That's awesome, right? And so one of the really cool things, so this is a little bit different. So we're all going to be kind of together. I don't feel all that great. I think Nick doesn't either. But if you guys have some questions, put that in there. But one of the really cool things I think about eXp, and we had a lot of those conversations too, is how do you take people that are running big businesses and still let them keep their own brands, if you will, their own lifestyle, but yet kind of bring that together and on the same platform. And we've tried for years to kind of get together and work together and be able to do that. We worked together super close, open offices together, loved each other, hate each other, gone back through, all the way through. And now we get a chance to come back together because eXp brings people together. And that's what I'm super excited about. So I know you've got the Triumphant Life coaching, podcast, all kinds of great stuff. If you guys aren't there, hopefully you can put the links in here to Instagram and his podcast and everything else like that. So this platform, what do you see the platform being able to do to help you impact as many lives as possible?
Anthony Robbins said it best. Find somebody who's already achieved the level of success that you seek and just simply model what they've done. And for me, I'm just truly humbled to be with these guys because you have people that are selling hundreds of homes per year and you can just model what they're doing. And it's standing on the shoulders of giants, right? You could go try to figure it out on your own and take you years and years and years, or you could just talk to people that are amazing and loving and sweet and caring and know what they're doing.
And these guys too.
Oh,
All right, so here's the deal. So Eric Kelly here has had a big influence on you as well, and he has a big impact, as well as Kevin and Fred. That one of the cool things is when you join eXp, you don't just get to join the company, but you also get to be a part of the group, right? And that's one of the really cool things about this, that you guys have built all kinds of podcasts and groups and all kinds of different things that we're able to pour into people like Jay and Mike and everybody else like that. So maybe you guys can share a little bit. What are you guys most excited about having Nick with our group? And I'll kind of step off side for a little bit.
You're going to go cough off screen?
I will, yes.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So EK, tell us a little bit, man, how this relationship started, and now we're coming full circle to be able to work together, right?
Absolutely. So Nick and I have been acquainted for a while through a mutual friend and somebody that we respect that's a mentor to both of us. And we just had the opportunity to connect. And as I got to know this guy and his energy and his passion for helping people and serving people, I was like, man, this is somebody that I want in my tribe. And so as we talked about the vision that he has for his life and how he wants to show up in the world and make a contribution, it just became clear, like, hey, there's some alignment here. And, you know, there's more that we could do working together than any of us working on our own.
And it was born at 1 a.m. in the morning in Nashville, Tennessee. We were in this Airbnb, a true story. We had got up and we were just chatting and brainstorming and talking about life and love and happiness and our vision. And we got into the real estate conversation because coaching real estate agents is my passion. I love my realtors out there. I love you guys. They're my heart and soul. They get me out of bed every morning. And we got to going one night. And it's just one of those moments where it wasn't expected. And we were together just talking and sharing. And like, we got going. And we started just talking about what you could do to provide value to realtors out there. Because like real estate agents are the hardest working, most loving, sweet, caring people on planet Earth. Being entrepreneurs, taking on their own businesses. And we got going at 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m., 1:30. Like I could have just like ran through a wall that night at 1:30 in the morning in Nashville. And it would just kind of was born that night. And we talked about the vision for the Triumphant Agent and what we're doing here with the eXp with you guys. And then the fact that we get to partner with you guys, I am truly beyond blessed, excited. Like I'm like a little kid again, man. I'm like, let's go, let's sell some homes, let's help some people.
So that statement of like nothing good happens after 11 p.m. is now totally bunk, right?
Completely.
Totally. Okay. That was something my mom said back in the day or something. Okay,
we were at a seminar.
I like when your mom brought it to 11. I think they're saying it's like 2 a.m.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay, all right. It's just like 10, I thought, you know.
It depends who you're with.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends who you got it.
I just know for a fact that an agent out there that's trying to figure out their business, right? And they can take your guys' systems and model what you're doing, and it will change their careers. I mean, it'll literally shrink down. You're talking years trying to figure this out of frustration. And now, like my joke is, I think it's kind of the dream team. Like when Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson, like remember that old video when they were down at the Olympics? Like you guys have put together the dream team. Like you guys are guys that I've looked up to my entire career. And I'm standing in a room with you in your office right now. Like this is so surreal to me, dude. Like you guys have the most amazing, loving people around you. You are the best, the best, the best. And now they're all aligned together. Like, are you kidding me? Like it's just mind blowing to me that an agent can come in and plug into those systems, or one idea, one strategy, one tip, one training, and just change your career.
Well, this is the thing that I love about eXp and just keeps coming up is, dude, it brings people together.
Yeah.
Like there's not a way for us to truthfully really be this aligned outside of it, because we've all got businesses, we've all got things going on. We've got our businesses, we've got the way we operate in it, and our sales business. We all coach and train on a certain level, but eXp gives us this umbrella to be able to come together and do this as one.
Yeah, instead of competing, right? Like especially in the Valley, I mean, you have some major teams on 200, 250, 300 homes, and we've in essence been competitors. But we're the same guys. Like everybody's been, we're all trying to shoot for the same mission. We're trying to provide value and make an impact on our lives and for our families. And so when you just grab these people together and you just support each other, like we get everything we want in this world by lifting others up, right? It's like a rising tide.
Yeah.
You know, the tide goes up. We all come together. So why would you not just want the most loving, amazing people around you? Like to me, it's the most beautiful thing ever. It's like, dude, these dudes are badasses, and like we hang out again. Like you got to be kidding me. So like for a normal agent, this is like the dream. Like
He's getting wound up, guys. It's getting good.
Yeah,
I love it.
Basically,
I love it.
But like an agent coming out of school though. So I was on my own for 8 months trying to figure out real estate when I was 19. I was playing college football here in Mesa, dropped out of college on my own for 8 months, beating your head against the wall. I joined Curtis on my 6th day with him. I sold a home, and on my 12th day with him, I sold a home. Alone for 8 months, 6 days per sale. If you really think about that for an average agent coming out of school, or maybe struggling out there, right? Agents run that real estate roller coaster where they go out, they bang out a deal or two, and then they goose egg for 2 months. It's just this constant up and down and up and down and up and down. And like I met your agents downstairs. They're amazing people, but like I know that their careers will be completely changed because of that. Like an agent coming out of real estate school, if you really think about this, the average agent makes $8,500 a year. That's from NAR. In your first 2 years, $8,500 a year. They come here, make 6 figures, and then some, change their lives. Like I get so excited about this because real estate agents are my passion. Like they're my life. I've taken agents that were like pizza delivery guys and got them to 150 grand a year. Like if you really think about that, how impactful that really is. And now being able to stand in a room with you guys and plug agents into that system, it's just the most beautiful thing ever. Like Curtis he is literally hands down the nation's best lead generator, like beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like a lot of the guys, like all the ideas came from him. And so if you can have an agent,
I've got cue cards going up right here. He's just reading the cue cards.
He's over really, yeah. But like what I'm saying is this: an agent coming out of school doesn't know how to get leads, doesn't know how to get clients. They could join your guys' teams now and have a sale like within a few weeks. Are you kidding me? Like this is just so freaking amazing, man. Like you guys are doing some really, really beautiful things. And so when I heard it, like I watched what you guys were doing for a year. I watched Curtis for a year. Yeah. And I was just like, dude, they like every time you guys added a new person. And I just went, wow, he's the best I've ever seen. And then there's another one, and then there's another one. So there's like 30 of the greatest dudes and ladies out there. But like the most innovative people in the nation are now together. Like this is insanely amazing, dude. eXp is literally going to change everything. So,
well, you're really good at seeing the best in others, which I love about you, but you're no bum of your own, man. So 8 months into the business, you're on Curtis's team, one of his top producers, expanding his business, right? You go on to open your own company. You have had a very successful career, co-owning a real estate company. And now here you are kind of in this next iteration of your career, which is like giving back, right? Coaching other agents, helping them, paying forward all this stuff you've learned over the years. So I'm sure you got plenty of fans, friends, and followers, and people are going to learn about you today. They're like, who's this Nick guy, man? Like, I want to know more where this guy's at. How do I get more of his energy? And how do I get more of his results showing up in my real estate?
And we're working on it. We're trying to get his energy up.
And I'm actually toned down. I had no Red Bull, no coffee. I'm kind of sick today. So I've been in real estate for a decade and a half years, and I've had a ball. I've sold $500 million in real estate. Been voted top 40 realtors under 40, top 100 in the state. I've wrote a book. It's been an amazing, amazing ride. And I've helped a lot of people. And like for me, real estate is more than just selling homes. And like there's a family that I have, I'll never forget this story, man. They came to me, they had a 450 credit score. And we boosted their credit over years. And I sold them a home when the foreclosures were here. I sold them a home in Phoenix for $145,000. That home was worth $300 grand today. that family's going to put all their kids through college with that home. So for me, real estate, there's so much more heart and soul behind real estate, right? And so it's like if we can take your guys' love and your guys' systems and just bless an agent's life out there financially, but then they're going to bless a homeowner. Like if you really think about that, man, like we get so caught up in the day-to-day with our real estate lives, which is banging deals and making calls and stuff. But if you really unwind that, like you're really going to change somebody's life. And with the average realtor out there selling 3 to 4 homes per year, it's a joke. It's like walking down to ASU and having a kid in college do surgery on you. It just doesn't work that way. And so I really believe in professionalism and expertise, right? And I think with what you guys have, you can really just take an agent's life and just bless them, man. So I've had a beautiful run in real estate. I'm just jacked up about that. But now I just want to give all my heart and soul back, man, because realtors are my passion, bro. Like that's what we do, man. Like you guys, I've heard this word from you guys 30,000 times in the past year. It's fun. Like I'm like a little kid again, dude. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, let's go. Like, what do you need? Like, whatever you need, I'll help. Like, let's do it. Let's do a class. Let's do a master. I don't care what it is. Just to bless the lives of somebody else. That's what this is about, man. And now, like, I'm surrounded by the baddest dudes on planet Earth, like lifting me up, my tribe. And I live in San Diego. I flew home. Came home on Thursday. I've had a perma-grin for 3 days, man. I ain't stopped. Like it's just surreal to me, and I'm just truly blessed to be here with you guys, man. I'm freaking honored. Like I'm humbled. Like let's go. Like let's go. Let's do some stuff.
All right. So real quick, before we wrap up though, because I want to make sure we get this out. So if someone out there's listening, maybe they don't know you yet, but they're like, holy crap, that guy's energy. I want some of that. Like, where do they connect with you at? What's the best place for people to
connect? So Instagram is The Triumphant Life. In my life, for those that don't know my story, actually, I don't know if you guys even know this. 14 months ago, I was paralyzed from the waist down. And we had a random cyst growing on my spine. I was legs gave out, rushed to the hospital, and I had to battle spine surgery. I was in the ICU for 9 days. So I had tubes coming out of both arms and a drain coming out of my spine. And in that moment, laying in the ICU for 9 days, I made a promise to myself. And I said, listen, when you get out, you're going to make an impact. That's all I want to do. Like, all I want to do to you as a realtor, entrepreneur, I don't care what you're doing, is just give some, I know how far an idea, a strategy, a tip. Like, my very first Tony Robbins book was from Curtis. Like, I went to my first seminar with Curtis. Like, it's just amazing how far an idea goes. So the Triumphant Agent is actually my coaching company on Facebook, The Triumphant Agent, or friend me personally, The Triumphant Life on Instagram. And that's where I came up with that name is, I think in life we all have adversity, right? But we all have our own mountains. Like, if you really think about this, everybody's battling their own mountain. Yeah. And you're just standing at the bottom, and it just took a few steps, a left and a right, and a couple million more. You just keep stepping, right? And so that's for me.
I love that couple million more. I love that.
Right? Yeah. You just keep going. And, life's going to happen. You're going to get curveballs. One day you're going to wake up paralyzed at 32 years old. As a college football player, I couldn't fathom the idea of never running again or playing basketball again. And I'm just truly honored to have my legs back and my health back. But I think we all have that, whether that's family, whether that's your money, whether that's your business, your weight, whatever that is, we all have our own mountains. And if there's anything I can do to provide value to you, friend me. My podcast is The Triumphant Life too, because I think we all have adversity. But I think we together can overcome this better than being alone. And that's for me, this whole move of partnering with you guys was, I knew that I needed the most loving, sweet people around me to support my tribe and the people that I'm trying to make an impact with. And so for me, it's not even me anymore. It's you and you and you and you. It's us. Collectively, you have the ultimate support group because we all need support. And that's the thing is, like, I've tried to figure out real estate on my own. I've tried to do this on my own. But you can just take 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of somebody's career, shrink down the learning curve. They learn it in 2 or 3 months. Are you kidding me? And then get to plug into your systems with Jay and Mike systems. Dude, I flew to go see those boys on stage. Like, I would go pay to go see, because I think they're the baddest dudes on planet Earth. Like, you guys have your seminar. I'll fly to go see you guys speak. And I'm standing in your conference room right now. Like, this is too good to be true, man. Like, pinch me, please. Let's go.
So probably goes without saying, but you looked at eXp and you instantly just saw collaboration. You saw, oh my gosh, I can partner with all these people.
Absolutely.
There's also some other things you saw along the way that we probably don't have time to go through that long list.
Systems, the marketing,
right.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that I've tried to create on my own. I would spend $10 million trying to recreate the wheel.
Yep.
If you look at it this way, Netflix is out there and it's already streaming, and y'all happen to be Netflix right now. Like that's where it's at. So you can try to reinvent the wheel and go spend millions of dollars trying to refigure this out. Because I own an independent brokerage, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, I've had to try to figure this out. And when it's all on you, every website, every video, every document, every system, you understand that it takes away from your best. because we as realtors, as entrepreneurs, as marketers, we can provide it. Like we need to be out front providing value, not messing with cat behind the scenes.
Correct.
And the companies are. When you showed me the website, I was like, dude, it was what?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, no way, really, really. Oh, like I just wish I knew about this.
Yeah.
Hey, you're like when we started my brokerage from the ground up, we did 195 units, $1.6 million commissions in our first 4 months. But the behind the scenes was so much hassle and admin and trying to refigure this out. It's the definition of insanity. If it already exists and it's actually badass, and then there's like really, really cool people around you, why not just plug into that system? Like for me, it's literally the most logical thing on planet Earth.
So well said.
And for any one of my realtor partners with the Triumph Nation, I really believe in my heart, this is the thing. Like you guys and your tribe and your group are the most innovative realtors, business minds, real estate people in the nation. Why would you not want to partner with them? Like if you really think about this, for me to be part of a mastermind with you guys, 25 grand a year, 50 grand a year to just talk, like hang out with you guys, but you could just move your license over and hang out with these dudes.
Wait a second. So they'll let us hang out with them? Wait a second. What do I gotta do?
Can I get my 6 figures back?
Not yet.
Oh,
Thank
man.
God.
Hey, they buy lunch too. He came on the lunch. It was really nice. So,
The best thing that you've come up with is you've been able to silence them.
As you stand off stage talking trash, I love it.
I just learned though. So next video though, I'm gonna be in flip. So I live in San Diego. I wear flip flops and board
Yeah,
shorts
we don't
every
know
day.
what this is about.
I showed up a little overdressed today, man. And all the boys were rocking the ring flippies today, man. I show up suited up, and they're all freaking rocking flip flops, man.
Don't even notice him, bro.
I gotta go to some board shorts on. So no, wherever you're at in your career, call these guys. Call EK. Honestly, the leadership.
No, call Nick.
Call me.
No, call you. Yeah,
Call
we're
me.
there for you.
Call me.
But people want to know out there, like, what did you see in the model? There's no way you could possibly explain it in a live video. It went through lots of conversations. Yeah. You've known Curtis for a while. You and EK were talking in Nashville months ago, right? So the accumulation of all these conversations has helped you to have the feelings you have today and the excitement you have today about eXp. And so if you're wondering, like, where did Nick get all that excitement? Or, man, I've looked at it. I didn't quite see what Nick sees. Like, reach out. Like, we'll share with you more about what we saw, because I didn't see it at first either. I know you didn't see it necessarily at first
either.
Dude,
the first time he sent me a video, I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Whatever, dude.
Liar, pants on fire.
And it was actually Jay Kenner on one, and I put my headphones in. I was like, listen, no matter what you're doing, wherever you're hauling, that's fine. You at least owe yourself the service to at least see what it is, to know what's out there.
Yep.
Like you have to know,
and not just like see what it is. Like don't just listen to what somebody told you it is, but like investigate it for
yourself, right?
Yeah, because like we're not okay. We might all do crazy things from time to time, and maybe we take some risks and stuff, but we're not totally stupid. Like this thing is amazing. It's the best thing we've ever done in our real estate career. Well, and
has it panned out for you? Has it panned out so far?
I'm working okay.
So far, the productivity scheme of eXp Realty is starting to pan out.
To me, it reminds me of Blockbuster when they tried to, they were going to buy Netflix for like $3 million or whatever. And like, no, it's kind of like you pawned off Netflix. It's like Amazon, like you just pawn them off. You cannot put your head into the covers and not at least see what other models are out there. And for me, owning an independent brokerage, I took a step back and said, listen, if you really think that you understand real estate, study it and see what the models out there are. And when I started studying it, at first I was, hands up, no. But I think once you unwind it and really look at the structure itself, it is, in my opinion,
I'll be saying who's off
He's
screen.
the only one that wanted to.
He's getting camera shot.
He had to jump on and say hi. He's like, oh man. But yeah,
you're feeling lonely. You close it
get
out.
over here.
All right. So no, but seriously, we're gonna have this conversation real quick though. Is when we had the conversation, you guys were looking at doing some coaching and products, and you guys have your group of 24,000 people. You guys just really did Next Level Agents Conference in Vegas, which was awesome. And that was kind of a big deal. When we sat down and we had lunch, and we were like, hey, you know what? Instead of selling people stuff, you can just give it to them. You can bring them across in multiple states and be able to do this. You guys caught that vision. I know we tried to help Nick understand that a little bit better as he's building this coaching and his platform, that instead of going out and trying to swipe people's credit cards, we can go out and just give and help build them up. Can you guys want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, that's the greatest thing about this company. Like I said, it brings people together, because instead of someone selling training or selling coaching or selling a system, what we do is we're incentivized to just give it to each other and help each other out, because everybody grows together. Like there's never been a company where you can have everybody in pure alignment together and it's beautiful. And that's the thing I love most about eXp Realty.
But I think it's different personality types, right? So let's say you went and hired one coach, that's one person. Now there's 30 or 50 or 100 he brings a certain level to the table that's different than me, that's different than you.
Yeah, it's different than Curtis and Mike and Albie.
But then
Jay.
collectively, that's why I got so excited is, hey Nick, I'll do a Facebook Live. Like, and then we just rotate. Now we're just sharing back and forth. But I think everybody in your career, everybody needs something different at a different point in time. Right? It's not a one size fits all. It's kind of a pick and choose. Where are you in your career? Like for me, I specialize in taking agents from 0 to 36 deals like fast. That's what I do. Like I specialize in that. Curtis is phenomenal at building a team, right? And so as this agent progresses and they get up to 1 deal a month, 2 deals a month, 3 deals a month, when it's time to grow, then it's time to start hiring your first buyer's agent and then start moving on. Then you plug in leadership. And everybody's got their different flavor. And that's what I'm so, like, it's honestly the dream team. If you go back and look at that, there's Bird, there's Magic, there's MJ, but everybody's got their own thing.
Everybody's got Spud Webb. Don't forget about Spud Webb.
You have your baby. And so, to me, I think everybody can get what they need for their career at that point in time. And to me, that just gets me pretty fired up right now.
That's awesome, guys. Reach out to him. Nicky T, as I like to call him.
Yeah, buddy.
You can connect with him here on Facebook. Reach out, listen to his podcast, follow his coaching page.
Yep.
And I know he would love to chat with you. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you so much for listening today. For more information on eXp Realty and to learn how to partner with Kevin and Fred at eXp Realty, please visit kevinandfred.com/EXP. Create yourself a great day.